What's going on, guys? This is Red Bull Tanker with Operation Red Inferno Turn 2 for the Soviets. Alright, so definitely some actions in Europe that are going to allow us to make some moves. Unfortunately, we still are at the whim of the random event where all of our land forces can only move one. Though I will say, I do not believe that, and this was a question on the Allied turn, I do not believe, though, the random event affects any of the strategic movements, rail and sea lift or sea movement. So the rules don't say anything about it, so I'm gonna play it like that. Okay, so the Soviets have 3 attacks this turn. First, they're going to take 3 infantry from Stettin, and they're going to attack the American defender in Berlin. They are going to take their bomber, and they're going to launch another strategic bombing raid against the naval base in Iraq. Another question came up. So one of the things, one of the points on the NATO chart towards Turkey is the Soviets enter Iran. Now, at first glance, it seems like if the Soviets were to fly over Iran, that would count as entering. However, looking at the NATO chart, there's another one that says for a point for Turkey is that they overfly Turkish territory. And then there's another one that is the Soviets, I believe, enter Turkey. Or, hold on. Let me see here, what is it? Let's see, Soviets enter Turkey, USSR overflight. So as far as I can tell, I think an overflight does not count as entering a territory. I'm not 100% sure, but that is how I'm going to sort of play it. So we are not going to give them a +1 for entering Iran, but if anyone has a good argument for, I mean, it very well could mean even overflying counts as entering, but I'm just going to take it as only ground forces entering. So again, strategic bomber, strategic bombing of the enemy naval base, and then finally we are going to put a +1 on the NATO chart for Turkey. We are going to load up this tank and mech because transports can take 2 of any unit. We're going to pass through the Dardanelles, come into Sea Zone 20, and then Sea Zone 24, attack the British destroyer, and land in Cairo. And then launch an amphibious assault into Cairo. All right, let's see here. All right, we'll start with the small, well, I mean, they're all pretty much small battles. So we'll start with Berlin first. We are still at our -1 for offensive capabilities, so I have 3 infantry at 1. Ooh, and I got the hit. Look at that. Haha. And then then the Allies have 1 infantry at 2. And they miss. All right, so the Soviets, will retake Berlin. Get that out of here. Take that out. And we have resecured Berlin. All right, next. Oh, I better quickly, I'll quickly go and change the chart quick. All right, the Soviets are back to a straight 90 again. All right, next we will do the, whoa, hello, my pointer started rolling. Jesus Christ. Okay, then we will do the strategic bombing raid into Iraq. All right, first there is an enemy AAA battery. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. All right, so we lost the strategic bomber. And then finally, we will come over here. So we are pushing through 2 submarines, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, battleship, and the transport with the mech and tank. All right, and again, naval forces do not suffer the -1. So we have 2 subs at 2, and they got the hit, but just to make sure, we'll also do the 2 destroyers at 3. Okay, we got it. All right, and then the enemy destroyer got a hit. We'll take that hit on the battleship. But either way, let me see here. Oh, I do have a smoke, a damage marker. Okay, so then we will go into the assault onto Cairo. We have a tank, we have a mech and a tank for 2 because of the -1. They got the hit. The enemy infantry for 2 got a hit as well. Oh, rough. But the Soviets have come down and will take Cairo for 2 IPC. Now, I need to go to the, gonna go to the NATO chart here. Pardon my dirty basement. Okay, so the Soviets did force the Dardanelles, so now the Turkey's at, out of 4 points, Turkey is at +2 now. Okay, and there is no point for entering, for attacking Egypt, it looks like. Nope. All right, so +1 for that. All right, that's it for combat. Now we'll go to non-combats. We got quite a bit to do. So, starting off, we'll start over here in this part of Europe. All the infantry, this is all 20 infantry from the Sudetenland are going to push into Stettin. These 4 infantry from West Poland will enter Stettin. These 2 jets will go to Stettin. Let's see here. I do have to decide a couple things. I'll leave some of my Air Force alone for a little bit. I'll leave the Air Force for a minute. All right, then from Slovakia, these 2 infantry, heavy tank, mech, and 2 regular tanks will go to the Sudetenland to join the massive Soviet army there. There's a method to this madness, I promise. All right, and then panning over, these all are moving 1 into Slovakia. And not enough space in Slovakia. And I got some air units in there that I might want to move. And then also these 2 AAA will come into Slovakia as well. I need to make a different card for that. Okay, and then the 3 infantry in Smolensk will go to Pskov. 1 infantry from Lithuania will go into East Prussia, which again I have on a card up there, but it's only 1 infantry for now, so we're okay there. The infantry here in the Caucasus will drop down to Baku, putting a nice Soviet force there. And then, okay, now it's time to do some Air Force rearranging. Okay, so let's see here. I think starting off, I'm going to take, so you already got 2 jets in Stettin, and jets can go 6. So 1, 2, right, sorry, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to take the 2 jets from Murmansk, to Stettin. That is now 4 for 6 aircraft in Stettin. And then I will bring, let's see, just to be careful. I got 2 fighters here in Moscow. They can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then I will bring the 2 fighters. I'll bring 2 fighters from Moscow to Stettin as well. Next, okay, let's keep rebasing here. So let's see, in the Sudetenland I can put 4 aircraft. So I think in the Sudetenland, so 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to take the 2 jets from Molotovsk, put it into the Sudetenland. That's 2. I'll bring a fighter from Slovakia up. That's 3 aircraft, and I can put 1 more. So I'll take this jet from Slovakia. Okay, so that is now 4 aircraft in the Sudetenland. I'm gonna leave my Air Force there. I think I'm going to move all of my bombers from Moscow. 1, 3, 4. We'll base all of our bombers out of Smolensk. And then just to play it safe, how many tacticals do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move 5 tacticals. Move my 5 tacticals from, well, no. I'm going to leave 1 tactical here in Murmansk just to aid them, which also means, actually, I'm going to leave the 2 infantry there. So I'm going to take the 2 tacticals in Molotovsk, this one from Karelia, and 1 from Murmansk, and I'm going to land 4 tacticals into Poland, or into Warsaw. It's a very small territory. So I'll have to fix that a little bit. Okay, then, oh, I forgot, way up here in the far north, my 2 destroyers are going to leave Sea Zone 2. They're going to backpedal to Sea Zone 3 off the coast of northern Norway. Thinking I might have some plans for them later, but I don't know. Alright, and then finally, Russia does not have a strategic sea lift capability, but it still does have 7 rail as far as I know. So we're going to take 3 mechs from Kiev and rail them to Stettin. Oops. Then we're going to take the other 3 mechs from Leningrad and bring them to Stettin as well. And then I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have anything else I want to rail. Okay, so that is it. Now we'll go to deployments for both sides. So we'll start with the Allies. Okay, so in London, let me just find a good spot. All right, so in London, we are placing most of our infantry. Wait, yeah. Yes. We're placing 7 out of the 8 infantry, the 9 tanks, the destroyers going into this Sea Zone 12. I think there was another misprint in the channel. It's supposed to be Sea Zone 13. And then in Paris, we're deploying another infantry. And these 3 AAA. If I can get in there without knocking it over. Close enough. Okay, so then over to the Soviets. Starting off, we have 3 infantry for Smolensk. We have 3 mech going into Kiev again. 3 mech going up to Leningrad. We have an infantry, a tank, and a mech going to the Caucasus. And then finally, 3 AAA will deploy in Moscow. All right, so that is all the deployments. So we will go to collecting IPC. So let's go over to our IPC chart and see what we got going for us. All right, so the Allies, I gotta get my money tray. So the Allies, my board only goes up to 104 IPC, so 104 plus 35 is 139. So the Allies, 125, 135. Okay, the Allies have 139. The Soviets will have 92. So 50, 75, 85, 90, 91, 92. 92 IPC. All right, well, that is it for turn 2, and we will see you guys next time for turn 3. So until then, guys, as always, take care.